Now we are going to take the top half of the instrument. So remember, it's the half with the cell button keys, not the racing stripes. The top half, and you're just going to slide the mouthpiece and the barrel on the top half. Sometimes you have to twist a little bit. Now, be very careful about the hand placement. So the back part of the clarinet should just show this one circular key with like a silver teardrop. The opening is where your thumb goes. So you see that's where my thumb is going to rest. And now on the top front of it, where you see these 3 button holes like this, that's where your pointer finger is going to go, your middle finger is going to go on the next one, and your ring finger is going to go on the third one. So this is what it should look like. Notice that my other hand is holding the clarinet by the safe spot, by the barrel where there's no metal keys. You're just going to hold it up here to keep the clarinet stable so that you can keep it steady and create a good sound while blowing into the instrument. So this is the hand position. Again, remember, thumb covering the back hole, pointer, middle, and ring finger covering the front holes. Now, covering the holes completely with your fingers is also a very difficult skill that takes the people quite a bit of time to get used to. And if you're not covering the holes correctly, if there's a little bit of opening, it's gonna do a crazy shrieky sound again. So that shrieky sound, I almost guarantee you it's going to happen to you. It's okay if it happens, just remain calm and try again. With the finger holes, as we learn these notes, you're gonna wanna really keep covering as much of the hole as possible. When you're pushing the holes closed and you let go, you can almost kind of see those hole marks on my fingers. Like, they should leave a hole mark on your fingers right after you've pressed them. That's how you know that you're pressing tight enough to block any air from escaping out of there, because you want all the air that you're blowing into the clarinet to be going straight out or to be going out of whatever hole you're opening up. The first note that we can learn on the clarinet, actually, you don't even have to press anything. You're just going to hold that top part, that safe spot with your right fist. Keep your fingers in position because we're going to play the other notes after that, but just so you know, you don't have to do anything to make a first note. And remember, bottom lip curls over, top teeth on the piece, drawstring tighten up, but not too tight, and that should be what your first note sounds like, that is completely open with nothing else. The first note that we're going to learn that pertains to our songs in band is going to be the note E. E as in Edward. So your left thumb is going to cover that back key completely. Again, when you press the thumb, you should see a little hole mark on your thumb to tell you that you've been covering the hole completely. And then the only other thing you need is your pointer finger covering that first hole going down. And this is for the note E, or in solfege language, we say mi, as in do, re, mi. So mi should sound like this. Again, that's thumb on the back and pointer finger. If you're not covering the holes all the way, it might sound like. So remember to push all the way and have a tight hold on the mouthpiece. By the way, the amount of air that I'm pushing into that is about... I'm not blowing very hard, but I have a tight tummy, and when you have a tight tummy, even when you're not blowing very hard, the air is very strong and it works very efficiently that way. So that's the note E. The second note we're going to learn is the note D. We're going backwards in the alphabet. In solfege language, we started on mi, and now we're learning re. So D is re. And D is going to be keeping that thumb back there in the same spot, covering that hole completely. Pointer finger, middle finger on the second hole. So you should have 2 holes covered in the front and 1 in the back. Covered all the way, it should sound like... And that's D. Now the last note is going to be C, or do, and it's going to be all 3 fingers covering all the way. You'll notice with the ring finger hole, there's no metal around it like there is around the other hole. So you just got to press really hard with your ring finger to make sure it's covering that hole all the way, keeping the thumb pressed all the way too. This is going to sound a little bit higher than most does because we're only playing with half of the clarinet, but don't worry about it for now. It should just sound a little bit lower. So that's do. So we've got mi or E. So that was E with pointer and thumb, D with pointer, middle, and thumb, and C with pointer, middle, ring, and thumb. So try to practice getting these 3 notes really solid and be able to move between them without getting a squeak or any problems in the instrument. So Alright, so in the next video, we are going to talk about how to play a very popular song called Hot Cross Buns, and we're also going to talk about tonguing. So, thanks so much. Stay tuned for the next video.